Welcome back to the Boondocks Homestead, guys. Today we're going to render some lard. I'm actually doing jelly, and that's the video I'm putting on Monday, I believe. Dandelion jelly. And so we're in the same day, okay, but I'm going to go ahead and do a different video of the rendering this lard. But I'm having to multitask, and all this come in at once. So this is the same day, though. This is Saturday. So this is what I'm doing. I've got the roaster out. I've got 2 crock pots I'm getting out, and this is how we're going to render this lard. Now this lard comes in like this. We had a couple of hogs butchered, and we were going to do that ourselves this year, but we were just too busy. So we had it done, and this is not even all of it. Let me get into it and look. I haven't even looked. Your leaf lard is your purest fat, and I think it's by the kidneys. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. You'll have to look it up. I'm not for sure. I think but it's your cleanest lard. They say to make your pie crust and all that with that lard. But I'm going to tell you something. We didn't have the leaf lard last time we did this. And my lard turned out pretty and white, and I made pies with it. I put it in biscuits. I put it in bread. I put it in everything, and it is good. Okay, so they always say separate it, and we had him separate ours this year, but really I couldn't tell a difference. I don't know. I mean, couldn't tell that it was a different kind of lard. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, so I'm going to get into this, and I'll show you what it kind of looks like when we get it. And they just cut all that fat. Now we have American guinea hogs. My hands, you guys, my hands are not dirty. It's from that dandelion. I've washed them, and it's got to wear off. So if you think you see that and you're like, oh my goodness, her hands are dirty. No, they're stained. They're stained from those dandelions. But I make jelly out of them, and it's really good. And so to me, it's worth it. And I've tried gloves, and I can't. Plastic gloves, I can't do it. Vinyl gloves, whatever. I just can't. I can't use gloves. I can't do it. So I'm going to get into this. So anyways, the American guinea hogs are known for their lard, for their fat, okay? And they make really good lard. And they're not a big pig. They're about half the size of a normal size pig. And they have hair. So they look a lot like a wild pig, a wild hog. But anyways, they are known for their lard. And they do give a lot of lard, a lot of fat. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to get in here, dig in here, and cut all this up and everything. I'm not going to keep you with me while I do it. I might show a little bit of it, but then I'm going to bring you back after I get it all done and in bowls and show you where I go from there. I'll show you a little bit of the cutting and stuff, but it's just basically just get the meat part off of it, okay, and just get as much white fat as you can cut up, okay? And I still have, yes, my jelly's still steeping over here. That's on the other video. And my jars are going. So I'm doing jelly over here. I'm doing this pig lard over here. And it's just this, my kitchen is busy. When we get our other kitchen done outside over at the bread shed, I won't be this cramped up, and I'll be able to have a lot more room. So anyways, okay, I'm going to get off here for a minute. I'm going to let you watch some of this, and then I'm going to get really busy, okay? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how much I've got so far. And this is a big bowl, but I'm going to have a lot more than this. There's a little bit of red there. We don't want that meat in there. You don't want the meat in there when you're doing this, okay? Now, last year, I threw all this scrap away. I'm not doing that this year. That's a waste. You could put this in beans. You could put this in all kinds of cooking. And so I'm just going to take about this much of it and put it in a Ziploc bag or something and put it in the freezer. And then when I'm making something like that, ham and beans, whatever, I'm pulling that out. Or just green beans out of the garden, that'd be good in them too. Or just whatever, you know. I'm not throwing it away though. I'm not going to throw that away because it'll be good for something. Okay, so let me wash my hands real quick. So anyway, yeah, I've got jelly going and I've got lard and my camera's crooked. And now I'm going to show you over here.
Busy.
Yes, and Tim's been outside doing trees. Now here is, now I said don't, my kitchen's a mess. See all that? I got all that to go. And we're gonna render all that lard too. So I'm gonna get my crock pots out and we're gonna use that roaster and we're gonna get going. We're not going anywhere for a while, are we? Good. Because I got a lot to do. So I'm gonna get me some more. That's a lot right there. Okay. Got a long ways to go. Yeah. All right. So we'll get back with you when I get ready to put it in there. I'll get back with you. Actually, I could just go ahead and do. No, I got to clean that up. It's been in the shed. Okay. So I'll get back with you when I get that all ready and everything. All right, guys. Here we are. And I started filling my jars already and realized I needed to be filming this. It's almost 8 o'clock and I have one pot. Now I had to take this out of my big roaster because it stopped working or it's not working right. And we're not going to use it anymore. So I put it in my crock pots and it's done. This one's got probably 2 more times to go out of it. And this one I was doing right now. So I was just going to show you how I was taking this off the top, if you can see over here. And I'm just taking this where it's melted off the top of the thing and straining it through that and then pulling that fat back in there. And then I'm taking this, I'm going to have to scoot you back again. And then I've got cheesecloth in my funnel. And I'm putting it in these pint jars. And then I'm going to run it through this the second time. Okay. I'm leaving room because when I freeze these, you want to give it some headspace so it doesn't, you know, expand, break your jar or anything. And that's how I'm doing it. And then here's what I've got done so far. Now when this cools off, it's going to be a real pretty white. And we'll use it for everything. I use it for everything. I use it to fry foods in. I use it for my baking, everything. So it'll be really good when I get it all done. So I'll bring you back. I'm not going to be able to do that whole box and that whole bag tonight. There's no way I can do it. I froze it in other bags, and then I'll take a little bit a day out and do it when I have time to do it. But so I don't know exactly how much we're going to end up with, but probably quite a bit. Now last year I used plastic to store it in the freezer, but I'm going to try it in the glass this year because I really don't want it. That is so hot, and I'm really concerned about melting my plastic. These are the little tubs that I used last year. And they worked real good because you could stack them and everything. So I don't know how it's going to be with that. You can keep them in the refrigerator for a long time, but if you store them in the freezer, you can keep them longer, like for a very long time in the freezer. So I'll keep some in the refrigerator like I did last year, and then I'll pull them out as I need them. And I put them in these, the wide mouth, so I can get a spoon in there and get out what I need when I need it. And we don't use very much of it at a time, so I didn't want to put it in the quart jars. So anyway, there you have it. And I'll keep working on this until it's done. I won't go to bed until this is done. And that's it. That's all there is to it, really. So very simple, very easy procedure. So I'm going to go ahead and get off here. And y'all have a blessed night. And Lord willing, I'll catch you on the next video. Bye. You guys, I look horrible. This is the next day after the video of rendering the lard. And as you can see, I'm still rendering lard. But I just wanted to fill you in on this. I did a little math here. And it's quite amazing. So I've got 22 total jars of lard. And I'm not done. I am not done. Okay? And I got some turning already. I've been doing this since 5 o'clock this morning, but there's really nothing to it. I'm doing it in those, in my crock pots. So I've got 22 quarts so far. One of those 4-pound tubs that you buy at the store is like $11, a little over $11. So there's 2 pounds in 1 quart jar, which I've got these pints too, but 2 pints is a quart. So I'm going by quarts. But there's 2 pounds in 1 quart jar. Okay, so there's 4 pounds in one of those tubs that you buy at the store. All right, you with me? So I've got a total of 44 pounds of lard, which is $121 worth of lard. So tell me it is not worth it to render your own lard. Y'all need to be rendering your own lard, and it's so much better for your body than putting those synthetic oils in your system. And like I said, I use them sometimes, you know, but mostly we use this for everything, for pies, for frying, for everything. We use this, and it's not gonna hurt you. This is not gonna hurt you, okay? This is what people have used for years and years and years. All right, so I just wanted to, I'm gonna splice this in that video because I just wanted you guys to see this and just get a number figure, you know, of really how much you'd be saving. Any kind of shortening, any kind of vegetable shortening, it's went way up too. The prices of that have just went through the roof. So anyways, if you don't have pigs, like I told you, if you don't have pigs, just call your local butcher shop. Okay, and I'm sure, you know, we paid to have our hogs butchered, and we got all this out of the fat. You know, we weren't charged any extra for the fat, but when you look at the price of what you pay someone else to butcher your hogs, you think, man, you know, that's why we wanted to do it ourselves, but we just didn't have time. But then when you start adding up stuff like this, it's like, okay, it's not so bad now. You know what I mean? So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. So Lord willing, catch you on the next video. Bye.